This strange thing standing on the train track is a mixture of train, car, and airplane. In this, the wheels of the train, the engine of the airplane and the body of the vehicle were designed. It was invented by a man named Valerian Ivanovich, who used to drive for the officials of the Soviet Union. Now we all know that Russia used to be Soviet Union at that time, and it is a very big country. It used to take several weeks for the officials to reach from one corner to the other. To ease this difficulty, Valerian, who was 25 years old at that time, intended to make a new invention. He designed this vehicle-like airplane, which would run on the railway tracks, but an airplane engine was fitted in it. A propeller was also installed behind it so that its speed could be increased immediately. This invention, traveling at a speed of 140 km per hour, was named Aerowagon. Remember that this thing is of 1921, and in that period to achieve such a speed was really an extraordinary thing. Aerowagon was the need of the hour so much that during its design itself it became viral in the entire Soviet Union, and everyone started waiting for it with great enthusiasm. Its first test run took place on July 24, 1921. Traveled in an Aerowagon to a city about 200 kilometers away from Moscow, in which Valerian, who was its inventor, and some officials were also aboard. While leaving, the occasion passed very happily, but on return, the Aerowagon derailed and became a victim of a terrible accident. All Soviet officials, including Valerian, also died in this accident. Welcome to my videos once again. Friends, Soviet inventor Valerian was not the first person to be killed in his own invention. There are countless stories of such countries in history. Let us know about 4 such inventions. When it was in its initial phase, it had taken the life of its own inventor. Number 4, Lighthouse. There is an area in the sea near the Royal of England city of Plymouth where stones have come out for 12 miles. In the 17th century, an engineer named Henry Winstanley was taking his 5 ships from here. They could not see these stones in the darkness of the night, due to which 2 of their ships got trapped in these stones and got destroyed. He found this spot very dangerous for the shipping industry. Now, because he himself was an engineer, he wanted to find a solution to this issue. Henry designed a lighthouse in 1696, which would remotely signal a ship captain to keep away from these stones. His design was approved and he started the construction of lighthouse with wood and granite. It was 115 feet long lighthouse. A lighted room was made by placing 60 candles on its top. For the next 7 years, this lighthouse kept protecting the ships from these stones, but then one day when Henry was present in the lighthouse, a storm came. It was the biggest storm in British history. Strong winds and sea waves washed away the lighthouse. After that day neither that lighthouse was found nor Henry's whereabouts could be known. Number 3. Leaded fuel. This was the most dangerous invention in history. Who killed 75 lakh people in the whole world except the inventor. Thomas Midgley invented leaded fuel for the first time in the world. The fuel that we use in our cars today is unleaded fuel. But earlier it was called leaded fuel. Lead chemical was used in this fuel, whose invention was a huge breakthrough for the automobile industry. Due to this invention, Thomas Midgley also received many awards, but this fuel increased the amount of lead in the atmosphere, which became the cause of fatal lead poisoning. Many workers of his own factory started dying, but its real market was lead poisoning. No one could know at that time. After many years of investigation, lead fuel was removed and replaced with unleaded fuel, but by then it had caused a lot of damage to the world. At the age of 51, Thomas Midgley had polio due to lead poisoning and he came to the bed. He designed a pulley system for his own bed, which made him sit straight on the bed easily, without any help. One day the wires of his own made pulley system got stuck in his neck and he died due to suffocation. Number 2. Flying cars have been a part of science fiction stories for a long time. But now in reality such flying cars have been made which have also passed the intercity flight test. But the world's first flying car was invented by Harry Smolinski in the 1970s. He was so much obsessed with the flying car that he decided to build his own car. designed a wing system that could be installed in people's existing vehicles. So that in normal circumstances, when the vehicle does not have to fly, it can run normally on the road. For this, Harry made a prototype in which parts of Cessna aircraft and Ford Pinto were used. This prototype was called Ford Cessna. This prototype was taken off from California Ventura County Airport on 11 September 1973. Harry and co-pilot had managed to take it off for the first time, but shortly after the airport manager saw black smoke in the sky. It was found that the flying car has crashed, due to which clouds of black smoke are hovering over the entire city. Investigation revealed that the welding of some parts was weak while making the Ford Cessna, due to which this dreadful accident happened. Now the number 1. Max Valier was an Australian pilot who went 2 steps ahead in the race of invention. He wanted to build a spacecraft that could take humans into space. He knew very well that a lot of speed is required to go into space, while the ships of that time did not have that much speed. So Max first made a rocket which was installed on the car. With the help of this rocket, this vehicle was able to run at a speed of 232 kilometers per hour. But this speed was too less to go into space. Max decided to change the rocket fuel to make it a faster burning fuel. On May 18, 1930, he was experimenting to make this new fuel that something went wrong and a rocket exploded badly. This was the first accident and the first death in the invention of spacecraft. If Max Valier were alive today, he would probably have been able to see how advanced the thing he wanted to invent has become. I hope you guys like and share this video. See you in the next great video.